Hey guys, everyone's favorite lesbian here. I went over the tanks in my garage and kind of looked for like tanks that I was approaching 3 marking, but haven't yet 3 marked. And I found the M46 Patton. I totally forgot this tank existed, and I've currently played 95 games in it, 86% mark of excellence. It's not close to it's not close to 95%, but we're getting there. And I figured it's an easy tank to play. I don't really want to play the 140. Okay, I have my T62 at 97.5% on the mark of excellence, and I can barely get my 140 above 90. So not playing the 140 right now in that tank triggers the fuck out of me. We're going to work on basically finishing this tank off. Oh, that's exciting. All right, so we're on the map Proc. Now, I have not done a live gameplay on Proc in a while. Wargaming said they removed match rotation, map rotation from the system, but if you watch anyone's 8-hour live streams, for example, Skills, you'll see I highly suspect map rotation still exists. So, for whatever reason, haven't played this map. There's no Artie, which, Oscar2... Dude, people's usernames. This guy is so happy about. He's in an IS-7. He's going to basically be able to get hulled down. And I'm going to start off the game by going for shots. Dude, shut up. Okay. I'm going to start off the game by going for shots in the mid. Now, the M46 Patton, for those of you who don't know, is a bit slower, and kind of the rough playstyle with this tank. Well, there's 2 playstyles you can adopt with this tank. People think this vehicle is designed to take kind of a hull-down, gun depression type of playstyle. The reality is the vehicle doesn't have the turret to rely on being hauled down. It's a bit more like a Leopard 1 than anything else, and I try to just come to a position like this, put shots into people. The main focus is being not getting shot. So, gonna not poke up. I just got a free shot of damage on a Leopard PTA. If the IS-7 is poking up, he might, the IS-7 has 400 meters base view range. If that guy has optics, which he should have, most people don't though, he might spot someone back here. And I was thinking of just taking a blind shot. Yeah, I just hit a TD. Oh my god. I know someone's there. Hopefully it was the RHM that I shot. We'll poke again. I think I'm going to get lit here, but I'm going to take another shot. That one goes in as well. It's got to be a taller tank destroyer, I think. But regardless, that's damage. I'm not going to take any more risks because I think we're going to start getting shot by people. So one thing you can do on this map, if there's no EBR who's being a dick, is you can kind of sit here safely and get away with shooting people like the Sente X and the Progetto. Now, we're going to get lit in a sec. I'm just watching the map to try to see where that EBR is. But basically, if that EBR surfs the ridge, we'll get spotted. Until then, I can just sit here and put shots in the Progetto. And this is why having no arty on this map is so nice, is you can just sit in the middle and look towards the 0 line. Now, looking at the team dispersion, incredible. What's happening? They're going to win the mid. They just have, well, they have an IS-4. The mid is I think they should win the mid. I'm not sure. Okay, the mid is contentious. That's the word for it. We don't know if we're going to win the mid or lose it. There's just no way of really predicting. I think it's probably pretty 50-50 right now. And if we don't win the mid, I don't want to be here. I want to leave before that happens. So, IS-7 still on full HP. I can afford to stay here. The problem is the CBR is going to keep spotting me. And what I've done, and this is what you want to do in this position too, is you want to point your tank towards safety so that if you get spotted, you can just drive forward instead of having to use the reverse gear. So, T-54 is on the top of the hill. He probably hasn't gone much. This guy's going to poke up. Did he spawn me? No, he didn't. So it's important to watch that guy, because if you can avoid getting lit, you might as well. Now, in this case, the 54, he's not going to spot anyone else unless they push right up onto him, just like the Scent did. So I'll put a shot into the Scent, and I'm watching that EBR. I see him on the map. Looks like he might make another run, but I'd rather just shoot this guy once and risk getting spotted by the EBR. There we go. That shot goes in. Then I'm going to fall back, because I think the EBR is going to try again, and if no one's lit on the hill, there's no reason for me to just sit in the open with, the EBR potentially spotting me. Now, in this case, this is really interesting, because our whole team is on the 1-2 line. Now, the 1-2 line... Oh my god. Why? Dude, look at the chat. Jesus Christ. AMX spot. Dude, he's sitting in the worst... Oh my god. Okay, so of course the Karn, who's in the most useless position possible, is asking the AMX to scout. He's not going to get shots. If you're playing the 1 line, don't play the 2 line. Play the 1 line. Now... in this case, I really don't think this position's that valid anymore. I don't really think that we're going to get eyes here because the T-54 who was spotting died. And so I'm kind of inclined to fall back and try to play an angle like this to support the AMX in case the AMX does spot something. Now, what's going to happen, because this always happens when the AMX or any light tank makes this type of play, is he's going to spot maybe one tank and then die. So if he's moving forwards to kill himself and he maybe gets an eye, eyes, I want to help him actually get spotting damage, because everyone dies when they start pushing up these bushes. It never works. Never try it. But if someone on your team is trying it, at least help them out. Now, In this case, you can see he's definitely getting impatient. So if these guys are moving up too, this is okay. I might want to get onto this side of the bull. There's no arty in this game, so keep in mind, like, I can actually... Shit. We've lost the hill. I'll put a shot onto the side of the Progetto. And I want to help out that hill if I can get the chance to. So that's really well timed by them, because I moved right over to here and now they're pushing down the hill. Now what's going to happen is if they win the hill on a map like Prague, they can get to here, right? And so once enemies start getting to here on the hit, like they flank the I-7, then the enemy team wins the mid, and then you're basically screwed. So they're going to just get over there. I can't really help out. I'm way too late. Maybe we can put a shot into someone? Okay, the 430 is the only person I have a shot on. Hopefully it goes in. If that was APCR, I definitely would have gone in. And now you can see they're going to start taking positions on this ridge, and there's not much you can really do to help out this IS-7 right here, because he's just going to get flanked by everyone. Now, as they poke the ridge, this is what you want to take advantage of. For them to get across, you see, like, they have to expose their whole tank. Now, normally you don't have... Normally what people do is they just sit on the ridge like this and take shots. But, you know, the Progetto's been very aggressive. I'm going to put a shot... This is not normal from the Progetto, but there you go. Put a shot into him. That's what we needed. And the Emil is going to start spotting for us. Now, this Emil is not in a good position, because the IS-4 in the mid will shoot him, but you can see as tanks like this 257 and shit poke up, we'll have shots on their lower plate and shit. And this is where, you know, it's not easy for the enemy team to make the 257's position work. The Progetto took the better position. He just didn't play it well by sitting on that ramp. So from here, I'm in a good position. I have shots in the entire map, and if people poke up like they are, we will have shots. And that's going to give our IS-7 and the Emil the best chance possible. But you can see, like, the Emil's a one-shot. So if these guys push forwards, which they're trying to do, they're going to, you know, kill that guy. So people in the mid spotted me. Now this is just intrinsically risky to the ridge I was playing. If you don't want to get spotted by people like the Progetto, just fall back to here where the M48 patent is. Now in this case, I am trying to mark this tank, so it's reasonable for me to kind of try to stay here and see what I can spot. It would also be a reasonable play for me to just fall back. So I'm going to knock over trees. I don't really care, to be honest. There's no arty, right? So it's fine. And I'm just going to try to keep people like the PTA lit. I got... Oh my god. How did he not die? Okay. And this is rough. If the Progetto... What are you doing? Dude, I bounced off. That sucks. Okay, I'm going to focus on killing the PTA, because we're in a really bad crossfire right now, but our players... So my position is going to help us win the game, because the EBR is not going to spot my entire team, if that makes sense. Now, the risk is this Progetto, so what can you do about it? Not much. There's the Progetto, okay. Why did he make that play? It cost me HP. What are you doing? Okay, he hit me for 36. It's hard for me to hit this guy with my ping. I just want to make sure the shots count. I see the 65 over there. So I'm going to drive forwards to get underneath this guy's gun. And I think this guy should have died a while ago. He hasn't. Nothing I can do about it. And then from here, the 430, there's no way he's on this hill. So if you were the 430 in this situation, you would have moved. And so really the 430 is probably on these tracks. And I want to get out of here if I get the chance, to be honest. Because I think that 430 is going to snipe into me. And if I can just kind of fall back, I'm a one-shot for the 430. Like, it's not a good call. Okay, so 430 is not where I expected on the tracks, but you see he did move down. So totally reasonable and predictable play from the 430. We're going to get lit here. And I'm just going to try to get safe, to be honest. And then once we're safe, we can try getting up to here. The thing is, they have an unspotted STRV and an unspotted SU-130. So even though I haven't done a shitload of damage, there's still a lot of HP left, and I think I can still make a good result out of this game. Just have to be careful. I don't want the STRV or the SU-130 to catch me out. Okay, so there's a couple positions you could take if you were in this position on this map. You have to realize we've got a full HP pattern right now, and so nothing what you'd make... Oh, shit. This guy's pinging that. Is there someone there? Okay, if he lights it, I'll help him, but... Okay, Progetto's there. Basically, I wasn't going to take any position like the E1 scouting spot, because I didn't, you know, elevating myself and risking that I get lit just isn't worth it. Now, the Progetto's here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this AMX for cover. If I was the Progetto, I would probably just focus me down because of XVM or whatever, but I have to take that. I have to assume he has XVM, right? So the Progetto dies, AMX 1390 pushes forwards, he clears this out, so we know there's no TD in this position. I would expect their TDs are back here, to be honest, and in this instance... I could now go up to E1, which would give me shots on the 430 and shit. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like, if you're on the 1 line, you want to kind of play closer to the red line, because that's going to give you an elevated position on everyone else. But the problem is, like, when you elevate yourself, you open yourself up. So if you get lit, it never works out. Now, the SU-130 drowned. Dude, what the fuck? I'm going to push in. I hope the Leo PTA doesn't high roll me. Oh, shit. There's an STRV too. Damn it. Okay, so I'm spotted. I don't know for sure where the STRV is. I don't think the Leopard can YOLO me. We've got the Scorpion G and the M48 patent here. There's the STRV, so that's a really good position of the STRV. If you're ever in this game, like, use that position. It's really strong. PTA fired. Let's see if I can put one into him. Yeah, get a shot, not the kill. And from here, we're going to try to increase the angle on this STRV. No. No damage. Hey, we still won with 4k damage, pretty much. 2,500 spotting. I'd say that was a fantastic game. Jesus. So we got 4,252 damage, 2,880 spotting. That brings our mark of excellence up to 89 fucking percent. That's 3% mark of excellence increase with that single game. Incredible. Anyways, oh, I have 7 message today. Nice game. Thanks. Anyways, huge thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and I hope to see you around. Later, guys. Bye-bye.